Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and I've been busy. This is Cities Skylines, and thanks to several new methods of dealing with traffic, things are actually starting to flow a little better. I haven't got everywhere nailed just yet. See, I can see already that we need priorities on here. Basic rule of thumb is if you're already on a roundabout, you've got right of way. Same here, you must yield for these guys. Once you get on, you're going. Same here. And it might seem like you're going to make people queue, but actually what you do is you allow your kind of mass transit routing area, so a roundabout in this sense, you allow it to actually send stuff where it needs to go. Once you can get on, you're golden. And there should never be a situation where you've got that much traffic going on that things can never get an opportunity to go. As you can see, we've got a little bit of build-up going on here. Again, you've got more priorities needed there, so you've got to yield. You've got free to go. Because usually once things start to ease up, it affects everything along the way. So these guys are queuing as far as here. Are we going to queue back as far as these pylons? Yes, we are. Interesting. Why is that then? I suspect it's the through traffic. It's the stuff coming from here wanting to go out there. Okay, so maybe this is one where traffic lights would be valuable. In fact, I might stick traffic lights on. Here we go. Just to allow this one to clear. Otherwise it will back up too much. And look at this smart traffic now using all 3 lanes to queue. That makes such a difference. So yes, I'm still in love with this mod. It still makes me very happy indeed. And to be honest, I only use a couple of the functions in it. But it's getting the job done. Right, okay, while I've been away, I have been busy. Yeah, that's not going to work. This is going to get jammed up. We've got another queue forming down here. Alright, I need to have a rethink of that. Never mind, we'll come back to it. Could simply be that I need to put a bypass from this lane over to here. In fact, that's almost certainly what I need to do. Anyway. Right, what have we done? So we're still out in our current project area, and oh my gosh, that's changed, hasn't it? We've now got circles all over the shop. So I've given people new routes they can take. So which way should we go first? Let's go this way first. So I've adjusted this hexagon. This is now a piece of 2-way road, and nobody's interested in using it, despite the fact that, look at that for a view. Beautiful. You've then got this, you know, rally-esque bumpy track going through the hillside here. You've got a routing circle waiting to happen. Lovely bridge across the water where you can see the kind of sewage treatment plant. Beautiful. Everybody loves it. Up to this beast right here, which will lead you in several different opportunities to get into town, versus coming around the outskirts here over to this kind of routing area right here, which takes you over to the other side. So many opportunities to get to where you want to go. Now over here is coming from, this is also new, in fact this is the one we were just looking at. Okay, I need to get this one moving. We've not got success happening at this end. Why have we not? We've got traffic lights that are causing the problem, and a hell of a lot of people trying to get out just there. Okay, right, that's... I am going to describe that as too popular a route. So, right, let's change the lanes first. That always helps. What else have we got going on here? We've got traffic lights on this one. And it's because I've got this as a 2-way roundabout. These are always bedlam. Okay, right, let's fix that. Let's make it 1 way. This should fix it. Well, I'm really hopeful it should fix it. Don't get me wrong. Now I actually have more tools in my bag to actually resolve traffic issues. But still, everybody wants to turn down there. Right, switch traffic lights on this one. Add priority signals, please. You've got right of way, you have to yield. Let's see how that does us. Now that's creating quite a mess down here. But then, you know, that was always going to be the case because it's the only route in. Yeah, there's another one that takes you a little bit further along. But from the looks of it, let's have a look here. Apologies for the unending sirens. Yeah, traffic is deciding to come off one previous and face the traffic rather than having a nice open road. Okay, so I think what I'm going to need to do, I need to put another junction on here, because if this is the only way into that section, it's inevitably going to be quite full. That said, the queue it's easing. I mean, it's always going to build back up again, but it isn't a catastrophic queue right now, but then we haven't hit kind of the max build for this area yet. We've still got quite a lot to build in. So, let's have if we built another little road off here somewhere. In fact, the ideal is to have multiple. So let's... my friends, I've got bad news for you. Several of you are about to lose your homes. Let's have a look. There we go. That's one. And I think this is the next sensible one to go for. Up, please. Thank you. Right. Okay. And then... now, we've got two options of how to do this. We can either make it so that it connects directly to this highway, which is going to happen anyway, but what about the traffic coming in the opposite direction? What we don't want people to have to do is to have to go all the way down here, do a complete circuit, come back up in order to go out on one of those. To be honest, I'd be surprised if the pathing system in the game would make them do that, but you can't rule it out. Let's get rid of these pylons first, because they're actually no longer needed. So that's nice. Pylons not the most attractive thing ever, so it's always a pleasure to get rid of them. Okay, how am I going to do this? I mean, the other choice is to put more circles in, but they're just more opportunities to queue. Look at this. Nightmare. Okay, how are we going to... If we put traffic lights on here, that will effectively operate as traffic lights on that one as well. Theoretically. Let's change these lanes up while we're at it. Dedicated lanes, they make things happen. So, if I'm right, every time this stops... No, it's not letting that one through enough. And we've got traffic lights here. I don't want traffic lights on that one. Maybe I did before, but I definitely don't now. Okay, how's that looking? See, I mean, you won't tell for a few minutes whether you've actually resolved something, but what you will be able to track is, does it feel like it's moving more smoothly? And if it is, then you've got it. If it isn't, then more work is necessary. And as in the previous methodology, the more work in question is more road. Give them a better route to get to where they want to go. As you can see from this one, an awful lot of this traffic is trying to get out over there. So a simple solution would be to take off a spur down here and run it around the underside, which is absolutely fine. I've got no problem in doing that. It maybe means that the roundabout itself is excessive, but for getting people from multiple routes to multiple routes, there are fewer ways to do it that are as effective. So there we go. We've managed to fix this queue by adding traffic lights here, and it's not building up so heavily there that it ends up gridlocking. This one's still a bit of a problem. I wonder if we've got a... Oh, they've got no choice in the matter. That's the problem there. Okay, well, I think we can possibly improve that by widening the road, but I'm not going to do it now. I love watching the traffic. It's so good fun to watch. Anyway, right, let's fix this bit and actually zone some stuff. That'll make a change, won't it? We've actually hit our all-time high population at the moment, 117,000, which means that we're not going to be far off another plague. We should have all of the medical facilities we need, but I suspect quite strongly that plague is going to happen. And oddly enough, this boom in population has come as a result of my improving the traffic. If you can get stuff moving, it makes more people interested in doing so. Let's get you wiggling here. Right, let's do that. If you stuck traffic lights on there, because that's not what I want. Nope, nope, that's fine. Alright, good. Okay, so we've now added Ashley, and saying that, this has already cleared up. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Let's put another one on here. And then all I need to do is figure out a way of slip roading from the other side over onto this side. Let's have a quick experiment at that. It uses up too much space, really, but it's kind of worth doing if you can get it to work. All right, if this works, it's gonna look a little on the mad side. Actually, more than that, we would probably want to use this instead, so that stuff can actually come on as well as off. Well, up rather than down. Let's go around as far as there, and then hop across. Oh, come on, you want to? It's gonna be glorious. People will sing songs of your valor and your endeavour. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's one of the more insane things I built today. There we go, that's quite good fun. In fact, that's very good fun. I like it. Okay, right, let's change up the road priority here. Just get people in the right lane. Let's add priority signs as well. Obviously, these guys have got right of way. There we go. And this appears to be popular with the townsfolk. In fact, this is more popular than I envisaged it would be. Now, I mean, again, I expect this will settle down, particularly if I do the same thing over there. Do I need to do anything else to this? Am I missing a trick? I'm not. I'm not missing anything. That's just working. It's flowing through at the moment. It's stopping a little bit more than I'd like. But by and large, it is flowing. Alright, okay, let's do the same thing over here. If I can make it look almost identical, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not going to be easy, but that would be fantastic. Right, let's. Why are you not interested in complying? There we go. Right, first things first. We'll take this out at an angle. Take her up to the next level. Go on, get me through that. That's it. And then loop it round onto there. There we go. Ear junctions. That's what we've just built. Junctions that look a little bit like ears. Now, if I've got that right, what we should have got here is... let's change these lanes up. Yeah, if I've nailed this, what should happen now is the traffic queuing here should ease because we'll get more coming up this one. So basically, we've just doubled the number of routes, which should allow traffic to space out a little better. Right, there we go. Okay, right, that's fun. I like that. That's rather pleasant. Where are we up to? 119,000. I need to have a quick look and make sure that we've got our supplies sorted. Electricity is just about okay. Water is just about okay. Garbage is, well, it's been better. In fact, no, it hasn't. Garbage has never been better. Not quite enough education going on. for anybody. A lot of stupid people live in my cities. That's fine. Health. What's our coverage? Yeah, that's good. Death care. Yes. Okay, right. Let's find that landfill site that I shut down and get it back open again. What are we at? 49% full. Right, you can stop emptying now. You are free to go pick up local garbage. Okay, so I'm going to run into problems soon with regard to actually having the services to continue expanding as I have been doing. But that's soon. That's not now. Let's take you up, shall we? Oh, you don't want to. Ah, you will do if I put you there, though, so that's alright. Take you back down again. So I'm not... This road I'm building around the outside here, I'm building it almost following the curve of the train exactly. What I haven't yet figured out is where its merger points are going to be onto kind of the rest of the network, the road network. I'll stick one there. Let's de-traffic light. No, or shall we? That's not being used too much at the moment. It probably will do later on. We'll leave that like it is for the moment. Right, what shall I do? Alright, I think a set of curves that do what the highway is trying to do, only better, is what we're going to go for. Hold fire, let's have a look. What's the problem? Let's go out as far as here, and then whack it round like that. Right, now, I'm doing this by eye rather than using the proper measurement tools. And the way that I'm doing it is I'm trying to get it to match up with the curve that it's just inside. That's not far off. Actually, it's a little bit off, but it's okay, I can handle that. So we want to go as far as there, and then swing around. Hold everything. Yeah, those are all elevated. That's no good at all. Delete all of it. You absolutely... Okay, right. Well, okay, conceptually, that was all right. Oh, pro tip for you, right? If you're deleting stuff, so like I'm deleting road at the moment, and you don't want to have to click all the time, when you delete the first item, so if I wanted to delete trees, for example, if I keep my left mouse button held down, it won't touch the road. It will only touch the trees. I know. I found that out and I went like, oh, that's just a nice idea. Something to make it a little easier to actually target the right bits. I think it also does it by type of road as well. So you won't delete your highway if you're trying to delete single carriage road. Actually, I don't know that for a fact. And I'm not about to try it out on stuff that was a pain in the backside to build. I didn't go up high enough there. That's one. So we're going to try and do 3 of these. And they don't have to be perfect. It's the impression of the shape that I want to get across more than, you know, the shape perfectly. I think I've been debating lately what to do with this city. Do I want to carry it on indefinitely? Do I want to just make it something that I'm going to just continue to revise and rebuild and change up? As much as, you know, there are plenty of maps to choose from in the game. You're always going to end up with it being kind of the same, kind of similar. And therefore, why not just, you know, continually work on one megacity? Alright, okay, this is either going to work brilliantly or it's going to fail so bad it's untrue. I need to delete that back a touch. This is either going to be traffic hell or it's going to be rather calm. Now, these are not the only routes that I'm going to set up. to kind of link these 4 paths together. I also want to link onto the highway at some point. In fact, this corner could be some kind of very strange roundabouty system kind of an idea. I don't know. Is it good enough? It is good enough. I think it's good enough. Right, let's put some interstitial roads on here. Let's use the straight line tool for this. So there we go. This is an alternate kind of housing grid. Instead of going, you know, entirely grid-like, why not do a semicircle? You still end up with all the... No, come on. Take your time and do it. You still end up with a, you know, a housing estate, a building kind of blockade that you can use. This is going to... Wow, if this fills out, this is going to do unholy things to my demands, service-wise. One more? One more. Okay, yeah, not perfect, but actually kind of nifty. When it fills out, that could look alright. I still want to infill this section here and this bit. And obviously we've got this kind of lump on the end to deal with as well. But what am I going to zone this? So, where are the exits right now? You've got one road that is the only way into somewhere significant. We definitely want to get them on the highway. How are we going to do that? Are you going to play ball, if I ask nicely? Maybe if I back you up a touch. Yeah, oh no, that felt like I had it. That's because I had it. Excellent. Okay, then what? Link it onto this one? I'm not convinced that's a brilliant idea. Slope is too steep. That's unfortunate. Hold on, you went blue. Alright, let's have you go blue there. There is some exciting driving to be had in this city. Okay, what else? How do you see? We need to get stuff somewhere useful. I'm going to take you out a little bit further here. Onto there. That's, well, that's something, I guess. We could put an air junction in somewhere. There aren't many places I've got space. Here is probably the best one. I know, it is now called an air junction. Afraid so. Get used to it. Right, let's take you up. In fact, you could possibly even go straight line. Up one. Slope is too steep because it's going uphill as well. Right. Do we need... No, we don't need more capacity on that. There we go. That's pretty much good enough. And then let's ear it off here. What I don't have is I haven't got a gap between the two highway sections. So this might not work. Maybe I could go underneath instead of over the top. Okay, when I started this episode, I'm wrapping up. We're into the wrap-up phase, folks. When I started this section today, I had hoped to be actually getting around as far as zoning. But instead, I'm doing a bit of pre-planning. Okay, that's not bad. Now, can you get underneath? Oh, look at that! Go on. Perfect. That's nice. Okay, not an air junction. That's something else. Kind of zany. Okay, so that's given us a space on here. Yeah, I was planning on getting some zoning done, some actual, you know, some continued fill out, but we're not quite there yet. I've got a bit more to do yet. So I'm going to continue working on this, and next time around, we're definitely going to build something. Don't know what. Well, let's see if we can... Blimey, 120,000. We'll try and push for 150,000 people, I think. Exactly what I'm going to need to do to get to that point, to be decided. But the only way you'll know if we succeed or not is if you tune in. Thanks very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Leave a like. Have a subscribe. It's what good people do. I've heard. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.
Thank you.